Two teams that have combined to win 11
What's going on
Super
with you,
Bowl
bro?
titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Oh, man, it was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch. It's Najee Harris. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now it's Wilson. Down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Oh, what a juke into space.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown.
That's one way to start the game.
Deebo Samuel, 58 yards.
And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important. People rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And past the 40 before it's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle.
Like he was
and
testing
Charles,
you on
they
that
were
one.
in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw is Fields.
Why did I throw that shit?
Intercepted.
That was stupid.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Oh,
Able to slither by. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
we just getting
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Jordan Mason.
37 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Moody for the PAT.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Well, if you don't shut your ass up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Bella.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's the mill, man, fella. Sit down.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Here's Fields. That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Van Jefferson.
49 yards.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed
Blackest
something
team in the
to try to
NFL.
stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time.
There we go.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
You always got to start off making it
Joey
interesting.
Porter Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
I'll start all my games off today.
And he'll take
Well,
it
not
up
all.
past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They're alive.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Shit.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mason. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Purdy off the play fake.
And that is incomplete here.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, with the problems they've had getting rid of the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
They'll run here with Mason. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This is Jennings. He's into space past the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. A dump off for Mason. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Mason. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw. Touchdown! Jerome Jennings from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
An extra point try now for Moody. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute long, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2 days to try to get that on.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out.
Well, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I was hoping I could just go up for it better than you could. But he sped past me at the last second.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Oh.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Purdy. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They're not in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
I was out there. It hit me in the chest.
Purdy.
Jump a slap. There you go.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Come on.
That is incomplete.
What kind of throw?
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Now it's Fields.
Good D. Good D. Good D.
For a 3rd time.
I can't believe I didn't do this.
And the 49ers
That was a good
are
D
going to
right
have
there.
the football at their own 1-yard line.
That was a premeditated pass. I blew 2 touchdowns.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. Purdy from his own end zone. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop at 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
Really?
On the screen, this is Mason. And he goes out right around the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and 3. Final play of the half. Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Whenever the discussions are at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
They have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they run. It's Mason. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Steelers are going to get,
let me get a heartbreak
here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Let me twice then.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to.
What kind of turkey is that?
Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap, Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game, is he said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do?
Stupid. I tried to test. Throw it underneath.
It's Jair who's got it. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Almost at my average. 5 interceptions
The
a game.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mason. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 76 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Flag on who?
This one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
I was switching players.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Purdy.
And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Fields.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And
There we go.
End zone. Touchdown,
There
Pittsburgh.
we go. Make it interesting.
Najee Harris.
62 yards.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Boswell for the extra
He
point.
had to put that one right on the money.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter.
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen
What?
things that have happened before.
Wow.
They knew a certain situations,
Way to
type of
play.
plays they like to run.
Way to
Read it,
play.
and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And a decent return out to the 27.
I threw 9 the other day, dog.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
I was looking at you the whole time I was running over there. I was like, I know he ain't going to throw it.
Take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I even baited you and did a little wiggle move just to see.
Here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Ooh, he wanted that back. He wanted that back. I see.
Way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And these guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely
he was attacking that one. Oh, my God. He cut back hard as hell on that.
Fields now to throw.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
It's John Madden, man. One game can go on top of the world. Next game, couple of bad plays.
Back to throw. Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here's Fields.
Got his man, it's caught.
Tippy toe it.
Steelers touchdown.
Van Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And now the Steelers offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I guess putting it 2 touchdowns.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's caught inside.
Man, I didn't even have a reaction.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Guess I pressed it too early.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Here's 1st and goal. Throwing, Purdy.
There go, man.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
You know what I was doing to get so many NOs for real?
And he brings this
I can't stop everything, but that when I play the zone, I also switch on to a person on the line, but I pick like Watt or something on the end, and depending on the setup, I pick one of them, and I just drop them back in cover and cut off a certain part of the zone and force either somebody throw it straight to me, or they'll throw it into an area where it's like double coverage or something over there, where it looked like somebody open, but they really ain't. But when you But I mean, that's the only thing I've been doing this game to get them.
Extra point now by Boswell.
I got a whole lot of people back there.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
And it's a 3-man front and they ain't running the ball. So I only really got 2 people rushing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can make.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
It was my fault. All my fault.
And they do
I
get
should
it down,
have.
but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1.
He want to do it with purpose.
They run it with Mason. And this time he is in. Jordan Mason, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
I thought you stopped running it in on purpose on the last one.
2-score game here in the 4th. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
I showed through 9 the other day.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores.
As long as you don't
onside kick.
Let people take advantage of interceptions.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Do you usually run with them?
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
I know most people that pick them be running the hell out the ball. And then doing all that play action and stuff.
Here's Fields.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 26.
Yeah, that was going to be either a or a touchdown.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
To throw is Fields.
There we go.
And this will be caught. Well, for getting the knees, some late gamesmanship.
Good game, man.
As they throw for a late touchdown.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.